Hi dear cricket fans, welcome to Cricket Happenings. And today, as you know, there was a must-win match for Sri Lanka to actually reach the Super 8. But well, Super 8, Sri Lanka definitely reached it. But let me tell you, this match was truncated by rain today, and Sri Lanka produced, in fact, mahela jayawardene was all on his own, actually scoring the first century for Sri Lanka in 2020 cricket by actually making 100 of just 64 balls with 10 fours and 4 sixes. And he also scored the fastest 50 in the tournament to date by scoring it off 27 balls, I reckon. So that's what it is. So Jayawardene actually made 100 out of a score of 173 for 7 that Sri Lanka made. And well, Zimbabwe started off, but basically the Duckworth Lewis came into the picture, and well, Zimbabwe had to lose this match, and now they have a must-win situation against New Zealand. Sri Lanka are already through to the Super 8s, which is very good for them, and Sri Lanka would be very happy because today morning they were actually crippled by the news that Muthiah Muralidharan wouldn't take any further part in the tournament, and that was some very sad news for them. But well, but Sri Lanka have done it, and they are into the Super 8s. And this Duckworth Lewis, which I am very absolutely against, it really spoiled the day. And Zimbabwe had 29 for 1 at that stage, whereas they should have had 43 if they had to win the match. So just after 5 overs, when Zimbabwe were 29 for 1, the match was called off. Well, as far as Sri Lanka were concerned, the match started with Sri Lanka actually winning the toss and choosing to bat. And well, there was a different game ployed today by the Zimbabwean captain Prosper Utsaya. What he did is normally he brings the spinners into the picture, but today he didn't do that. He allowed Chris Pofu to bowl the first over. The first over itself set the momentum, with Jayawardene actually getting 3 fours and a 6. In fact, he hit not 3 fours and a 6. He in fact had 14 runs of that over by hitting a 6-2 in that over. And well, so it was a good start. But Dilshan once again failed. This time holding out, trying to loft a ball from Chigumbura, and he was caught. Pofu bowled Chigumbura for 2. After that, Pereira came in. Pereira also wasted no time by cracking some sixes. A quick 23 of 19 balls, 1 4 and 2 sixes. But the main thing to see was Mahela Jayawardene's batting with some orthodox strokes. What he did is today he put all the seamers to shame. Actually, he hit Pofu for a lot of fours and sixes. In fact, Pofu was the one who was, in fact, Jayawardene was very severe on. And then Chigumbura was also dealt with very sternly by Jayawardene. And Jayawardene was actually hitting all cricket shots, and he's showing in what form he was today. He was hitting the ball so sweetly that it used to go from the middle of his bat, and well, he was striking the ball absolutely clean as a whistle. And well, at the other end, Pereira came in, entertained the crowd with 23 of 19 ball, 1 4 and 2 sixes, and he was a victim of Lamb. As I said today, what Prosper Utsaya did was he didn't start with spinners. So once 35 runs were raised in 3 overs, the momentum actually shifted back to Sri Lanka. And even though Dilshan was gone, Jayawardene was still there, striking the ball with utter disdain, I would say. Chandimal came in, and the spinners also bowled. Ray Price bowled very well, 4 overs, 2 for 31. Chandimal contributed just 9 runs of the bowling of Utsaya. He was gone of 8 balls. Angelo Matthews was beautifully caught in the deep by Irwin. One thought it was going for a 6, but Irwin actually picked it up at the last moment of the bowling of Lamb. And the fielding of Zimbabwe, let me tell you, was very superb today. And then Kapugadra contributed 13 of 6 balls with 2 sixes he hit, and he was caught. Masakadza bowled Price. And well, Jayawardene just continued in this same vein. He was the last man out today for exactly 100. So he got his first 2020. So it looks like this tournament, we already had 2 centuries in 2020 in this tournament. Yesterday, Suresh Raina becoming the first Indian, and today Jayawardene becoming the first Sri Lankan. So I think 2020 cricket now, I think centuries are going to become much more common now. Well, Jayawardene then caught Creamer, bowled Price for 100 of 64 balls, 10 fours and 4 sixes. And what a knock it was from Jayawardene. You could have gone miles to see that knock. It was very good, clean hitting, orthodox strokes. And as you know, Jayawardene doesn't go for any slam bang stuff. He plays absolute cricketing strokes, and with his cricketing strokes, he did this. And today, Jayawardene has really filled up that role of Jayasuriya as an opener. Even though Dilshan is failing, Jayawardene is making sure that Sri Lanka are not losing any ground on that score. Well, Jayasuriya was not out on 3, Malinga was not out on 2, 173 for 7 Sri Lanka finished with. of their for 7 wickets in their 20 overs, and that was the 8.65 runs per over. As far as the bowling figures were concerned, Pofu 3 overs none for 27, Raymond Price was good, 4 overs no made in 231, Chigumbra 2 overs 1 for 21, Lamb 4 overs no made in 2 for 34, Parsputsaya 1 for 32 of his 4, and Creamer 3 overs no made in 1 for 23. But as I said, Jayawardene was the man who really took the Zimbabwean attack to the cleaners. He in fact what he did is he actually hit the pacers very well, and with the spinners he was not really he definitely hit a few sixes, but what he did was he was also cutting and sweeping them for boundaries. So it was a real mentally Jayawardene had decided that what is the game ploy in which he has to play and take Sri Lanka to the Super 8s, and that's what he did today in fine style. As far as Zimbabwe were concerned, well, Hamilton Masakadza was run out for 4. That was the only wicket gone. After that, Taibu was not out 12 of 13 balls. Brendan Taylor was not out on 11. So basically, Zimbabwe was just trying to build up an innings, but that time the rain came, and well, everything was ruined. In fact, after the first over itself, rain came, and then it was reduced to some 100 runs to get in 11 overs. But finally, after 5 overs, the match was called off, 29 for 1. Taibu not out 12, Brendan Taylor not out 11. Bowling figures, Ajanta Mendes 2 overs none for 9. He started proceedings today. Malinga 1 over for 6 runs, Jayasuriya 1 over for 8 runs, and Surya Janadevi, the off spinner, 1 over none for 6. And well, the man of the match without doubt, it was Mahela Jayawardene. So the first time in this tournament, in this ICC 2020 World Cup in West Indies, rain actually ruined the proceedings, and Sri Lanka won this match by 14 runs by the Duckworth-Lewis method and went into the Super 8s. So that's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. I know it's a brief summary today because the match has not gone the full distance, and besides I also was short of time today, dear cricket fans. But as usual, it has been a pleasure in bringing you the Cricket Happenings, and that's what I did today. Thank you, dear cricket fans, for your company. I will slowly be compiling a report, but not a big report. Again, that match was also ruined by rain. The second match to be ruined by rain, where West Indies actually won over unlucky England by the Duckworth-Lewis method. So I'll be coming with that report soon. But again, it is going to be a short summary today. That's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.